In 2021, Dr. Timothy Keller wrote an article that he describes as tracing the disappearance of the thing we need most: forgiveness. When Christianity burst onto the scene of that first century world defined by honor and shame, forgiveness was the single most groundbreaking virtue it introduced. However, over the past few decades, and maybe especially since 2020, forgiveness has become an endangered virtue. Our modern therapeutic culture that focuses so much on self-care and authenticity views forgiveness as inauthentic, impractical, and even a threat to our inner well-being. Forgive if it helps you, one might say, but as the victim, you have a right to be angry, to draw boundaries, and to expect or demand their reparations for your inner wounds, however long you feel that should take. And so the claim to victimhood is like casting a spell that forces others to permanently inhabit their sin against you. But the fading of forgiveness and the rise of victimhood has only led to a more enraged activism, a divided community, fragile friendships, and tumultuous marriages. That's why this one verse in Luke 6:35 is so powerful. Jesus says, "Love your enemies, do good to them, and lend to them expecting nothing in return. Then your reward will be great, and you'll be children of the Most High, because He is kind to the ungrateful and the wicked." An enemy could be someone who has hurt you, taken from you, or let you down in some way. In other words, it's all the people you're closest to. And rather than weaponize our victimhood by either withholding love or expecting their repayment, Jesus says, love them, do good to them, and even give to them expecting nothing in return. Now we might wonder, how? How do we actually live like that? Well, Jesus says it's by realizing this is exactly what God has done for you. He has been kind to the ungrateful and the wicked. Or Romans 5:10, it says, while we were enemies, we were reconciled to God through the death of His Son. See, Jesus became the ultimate victim on the cross. And yet He never withheld love or expected repayment. Instead, through loving sacrifice in the daily pursuit of our highest good, Jesus forgave the ungrateful and the wicked, expecting nothing but the hope of reconciliation. And to the degree that we realize our wicked undeservedness in light of God's enduring mercy and goodness, we'll be freed from the destructive power of victimhood to love like God loves us.